Hey everyone, today we're taking a look at so previously I did a video about the 3 major ways you can do to start your medical transition in Hong Kong, and after that what relates to that is certain surgeries. What if you want bottom surgery? What if you want breast implants or breast reduction surgery? What are some of the things that you can consider or do? Now the first thing is, if you follow the public healthcare system, if you follow Prince of Wales Hospital, for male to female they do offer the sex change operation, and they also offer that to female to male. They also offer breast reduction surgery for females to male. There was a point where they offered breast implants for male to female, but that's currently not being done right now. I don't know if that will come back, and if it does, I'll leave it in the description below. But that used to be a thing that's not being done anymore. Not sure why. Obviously, the best thing about this is that it's going to be super duper cheap. Most of the money is government and public funded, so you're mostly just paying for your stay at the hospital. You're not paying for the surgery itself. I have heard that even with the breast surgery before, you're not going to get the best choices of the implants, like in terms of size wise. They're going to obviously go with the cheaper or smaller options. You're not going to be able to choose your perfect figure, as it were. But if you don't care about that too much and that service does come back, it is a good option, especially like I said, the surgery itself is going to be free. But another downside with that is the wait list is long. I'm talking about years. I know someone's queuing up now, and their surgery is queued up to 2024, so that's another 2 years away, which I guess not too bad. But I also heard someone who said 26, so that's 4, that's 4 years away. Yeah, that's 4 years away, so that might be bad for some, especially if you're having serious gender dysphoria to certain body parts and you really can't wait for that. So yeah, so aside from the public hospital option, if you really can't wait or you do have the money, what are your other options? If you want sort of the perfect experience or something much more personalized and much more professional, you can consider different hospitals in Thailand. Thailand is like the transgender capital of the world. They have many hospitals there with very good reputation as well as many years of experience. It is also relatively cheap in Thailand. I'm going to put a link in the description below about a list of the best hospitals for different transgender surgery. But me, myself, and I know a few others are going to Kama Hospital. For Kama Hospital, they have English-speaking person as well as a Cantonese-speaking person. English is on WhatsApp and Cantonese is on via WeChat. So if you have any questions in English or Cantonese, they do have staff that can answer you and reply to you with the language you're most comfortable with. And for me, Kama Hospital also has their own hotel that's only a 3-minute walk away from the main hospital building. They have staff there that will look after you post-surgery, or as well as teach you how to do certain massages after the surgery. So I think that's a very good choice. It's also in terms of price, my Thai friend tells me Kama Hospital is going to be a little bit more pricey compared to the other ones because it is famous. But when you're talking about your own body, for me personally, if I'm spending just a little bit more for something that's more famous, more professional, I'm gonna go for it. They have a whole service where they take you directly from the airport. They have their own COVID test and stuff. So yeah, that's as much as I'll say about the Kama Hospital, because it's not a promotion for them, that's just one of the options. There are also a few other famous ones there as well that you can consider. And the other type of surgery I want to talk about is voice feminization surgery. There was one that I've been considering, but I'm not going to do it this year. Maybe next year, who knows. Now, Thailand also has a lot of voice feminization surgeries, but I do not recommend them because while it might work for some, it's still using an older technique. And by older technique, it does a lot of... The surgery itself is quite intensive. It goes into your throat quite a lot and it can cause some damages. There's a risk involved. And also, for a lot of people say that their voices become, high pitched. Sounds a little bit robotic because it limits the amount of pitch that you have. So it can become slightly monotone as much as it is a high pitch. Of course, it is way cheaper than the other option. The other option is a focal fold surgery that they do in Korea and America. It started in America and went to Korea. Of course, if you get anything done in Korea, it's going to cost a little bit more. Basically, that surgery is much more simple and it does the least amount of damage to your body, the least impact to your body, because all it does is go in and it does 2 little incisions on certain skin flaps inside your throat, and they stitch it together, so they make this bigger hole into a smaller hole, which causes your voice to get high pitch. It sounds more natural, it heals a lot faster, and it does least amount of impact towards your body, and that's what I would recommend. And that one is being done if you're in Hong Kong. The closest is South Korea, and the hospital there is called the Yeesun Voice Center. focal fold shortening and retro displacement of the anterior commissure. I hope I said that right. So basically that's the surgery. That is, you take that surgery if the voice training is not working out for you, or you can't do the voice training, like you just can't. That is one of the options of surgeries that you can do. So yeah, those are like just some basic ideas on what kind of surgeries you can look forward to or do if you live in Hong Kong and you're a transgender person. So just a reminder, if you're flying anywhere overseas, you definitely want to check with quarantine hotels as soon as you can. Currently, when I'm recording this video, the cycles only go up to July and it's not even for August yet. I'm hoping that they cancel all those quarantine measures, but definitely want to check all the COVID tests you're going to take, how many vaccines you need in Thailand and in Hong Kong, and make sure you have everything ready. I'm going to leave a link below for the community test in Hong Kong so you can get that done before you fly overseas. And you know, Kama Hospital for me also has that kind of test before I go back. One more thing is, if you do get surgery overseas, most of the time I recommend paying all of your fees in advance before you fly over there, because due to many bank regulations, you need to make sure you have the cash ready to pay. You don't want to get stuck there, and also you don't want to carry a large amount of cash with you when you fly to different countries. So just see if that hospital that you're going to accepts payment in advance. So book early, check the virus rules and testing rules, and make sure you check all the quarantine hotels, and if you need one when you come back. Feel free to ask me any questions about these surgeries that you can get, and feel free to leave them in the comments below or ask me privately. And in the future, I'll probably do a more deep dive into these different surgeries and prices and what choices you might want to do. But before I do that, I'm definitely going to try and talk to more other trans people in Hong Kong and see what they think as well. I'm personally getting surgery in September in Kama Hospital for my breast, liposuction here for a fat transfer for my butt, and I'll be documenting that in September every day, and hopefully I can give some useful information for everyone when that time comes. As always, take care, have a nice day. If you want to see those videos in the future, make sure to subscribe somewhere and click the bell button. As always, take care, have a nice day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye!